Hey howdy hey everyone. Well, it's been the end of a popular superstar comedy reboot of TV Burp, and to commemorate with the final lost episode from last year, we asked you all to send me good tribute messages in the comments last weekend. And tonight, I'm going to read them all out and share them with you. So what are we waiting for? Let's begin. Tommy Cleulo says, "Dear Brian the Bunny Rabbit. I became a fan of TV Burp ever since I watched reruns of Harry Hill's TV Burp on Cartoon Network and UK Gold. When I first discovered your version of TV Burp in 2019, my soul has been filled with delight. Every time I watch a new TV Burp episode you've made, I had tons of laughs and great times, and it always brings a smile to my face because your videos are just so timeless to me. The jokes and pop culture references are just so funny. Well, I tried. It was really fun taking a look at clips from forgotten classic kids shows and toy videos like Mario Toys Family Superstar. I really admire your videos because you are the funniest bunny rabbit in the world next to Bugs Bunny. Why thank you. Well, it would never be the same without you nor TV Burp. I wanted to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being the sunshine to my rainy day. Your fan, Tommy Cleulo." My, that was a fantastic comment you did there. And it sure did make me happy in my heart. Thank you. Moving on, Pierre de Wilde says, "Dear Brian, it's really a very nice show that I really am a TV Burp fan. Series 1 and 2 are my favorites. Good luck to Brian, and soon, the crew will rebuild the BBC Television Centre. Love, Pierre." Well, Television Centre is still the thank goodness, but I've survived the explosion and so did all the others. Alistair Tustin says, "Dear Brian, I hope there will be a second series of TV Burp The Lost Episodes soon, and I can't wait to see what you do in the future. Love, Alistair." Well, that's it Alistair. TV Burp is all over now. But it's still repeated for as long as it will, I'm quite sure. And you can watch it again on YouTube at any time. HRR Productions says, "Dear Brian, it was a great pleasure watching your TV Burp even if I was just a starter. I will never forget the way you made me laugh at those funny clips." Thank you. It's my pleasure, and it's great to hear you've only just started watching it. May the rest of the series be with you. Simon John says, "Dear Brian, it was a fun show, and I loved it, and every show wasn't copyrighted. I so enjoyed your favorite bits from the show, and every moment was awesome. To me, from Brian. Plus, have you heard of Angry Birds? Of course. I still like the games myself." The wonderful Jack Williams says, "Thank you very much for producing this fantastic series. It has been a great series for us all, and I really enjoyed writing scripts for parts of episodes during Series 2 and Series 3. I'm sure you did. You wrote great quickies which got along very well, and a Lavender Castle segment. Good on you." George Buxton says, "Dear Brian the Bunny Rabbit, I remember requesting you to put some old George and No Hair Bear clips for your second series, and most of them are very funny, and I can't believe you're leaving your very own TV Burp. I'm gonna miss it forever in our hearts. Well guess what? Good luck in the future, and thanks for the memories that you gave us. Same with you mate, even during this troublesome year. Oh boy, it's Harry Humble. He says, "Thanks very much for producing this amazing series, and it basically started off IME's third-party programming. It was always nice to guest star in episodes, and cause a bit of mischief along the way. It sure was, and boy, I most certainly made a flying start with forming our own companies and producing bigger shows than ever for our community, which is still getting better to this day." A great friend of mine, UV, says, "We'll always remember the good times for TV Burp with all those funny clips from random shows with Brian and his friends." Indeed we all will. Neslover94 says, "Class 6 CR also sad to realize it's the end of it all. They really enjoyed coming over to Brian, but now it's most likely he might be doing some visits to the school if you're lucky. Oh well, I could do school visits for them one day to make them laugh. That will be grand. You could write a story about that. He also says, I sure am gonna miss TV Burp. It was fun while it lasted. Yep, it sure has. Willow Omega says, Dear Brian, I watched this show since it started, and it's cheered me up every time I've felt sad. I was hoping for a 5th series, but we have to say goodbye sometime. The Christmas specials were my favorites because it kept me hyped for Christmas Day. You and this show will be remembered for the rest of my life. So to you, Brianna, Quackers, and everyone else who's been on the show since then, thank you for making the greatest YouTube series for 5 years straight. Can't wait to see you soon for a great big hug. Lots of love, Willow Omega. Thanks a lot mate. Rob Chuckle says, Dear Brian the Bunny Rabbit, thank you for making your own TV Burp show, and you've been the most amazing guy in the world with Brianna, Dusty, Quackers, Splodge, Jackie, Roly Poly, Q, Ollie, and of course, Pop. Thank you for making the greatest show on earth with amazing sketches and funniest disasters, with all your best wishes from Rob Chuckle, the #1 fan of superstar comedy. And wow, he's even given me some nice confectionery and chocolates as a thank you gift. Brilliant. Penelope says, Dear Brian, I just see you alive today, but you are dead, and the explosion of the television center last year. I must say I'm going to miss Mayday 51's TV Burp to say that, thanks to the mascots and Mayday 51 for the hard work. I'm going to miss you doing TV Burp, and good luck to Brian and his friends. Love, Penelope. Penelope Dorothy Victoria Watson did alright, except for the fact that I wasn't really dead during the fake explosion. I'm still alive and well, and like I said, Television Center is still there as it is. Zach Hart says, Goodbye mate. I will miss you all. Have fun with your wife Brianna. I love you. Keep going. Don't worry, you'll all still see me and my friends from time to time on different shows currently in the works, and on Bright Lunch too. The wonderful Ben Freeman says, Dear Brian the Bunny Rabbit, I would like to thank you and the rest of the Mayday 51 mascots for lots of hard work making a popular revival of a classic comedy clip show. Things have been quite funny over the past few years of the show. And I'd also like to thank you for all the scripts that I've wrote, and some of the music I've composed as well. I hope you and the rest of your mascot friends will be having a nice time relaxing and also planning future projects. Yours sincerely, Ben Freeman. Thank you very much my good friend. John Fowlerliosh says, Just want to say I am very pleased to see a new episode of TV Burp soon. I also say thank you to all of our friends and Mayday 51 for the hard work, and I wish to revive your TV Burp series that you did. Love, John. Well, you could have done, but thanks for the good message. Dino Birdie says, Dear Brian. I remember watching TV Burp when I'm on live for the first time, and it wouldn't be the same without it. I will never forget some funny clips that makes me and some of my friends laugh. Thanks for the memories of TV Burp. Love from Andrea Adamson. Thank you so much. And that's just as special for having someone's friends watching it as well. That means everything in the world for me. Liam says, Dear Brian. I love your TV Burp. I wish there was more of the Beeps and Angels of Jam on there. I will never forget your clips that made me laugh. Thank you for the memories. Love, Liam. Well, a pity you won't be seeing them anymore, but full episodes of the original 2 from Channel 5 are available here anyway. And before I go, we'll be switching over from the comments of YouTube to the world of Twitter. And we start off with DJ3 Electrical, who says, R.I.P. TV Burp, we'll never forget Brian, and how he legitimately was better than Harry Hill in every single way. Well, thanks a lot. However, I personally believe in Harry Hill being one of my idols, and funnily enough, another good Twitter friend of mine Eddie Barrett somehow agrees with the same opinion as you. And that's one little shout out of the way. The Nostalgia Hallway says, RIP your TV Burp. You've really entertained a lot of your fans from 2016 to 2020. Thanks for all the great memories you've given us. Thanks again Steve. A friend of Yuvi's known as Clee1954 says, I always wonder this. Wonder what will be the future of you after this final episode airs, and what will you do after this show has its final episode? Well, I suppose you may have paid a couple of attention to it already. And you may have noticed it was from last year, so at the time we're still doing Bright Lunch and conjuring up some more program ideas. And that's exactly what we are still doing now since then. Account not closed says, RIP TV Burp. It has been a great ride while it happened, and I will miss it a lot, and watch it on YouTube. Yes, I will too. But we'll all still rewatch any old episode anytime each year whenever we feel bored. Charlie Reynolds says, loved this series. It was awesome. Hashtag TV Burp. Great, a tribute hashtag is all we need. And finally, from my private chat, Simpsons Clips 24 says, hello all. Simpsons Clips 24 here. I enjoyed writing for Mayday 51's TV Burp, and owing to my taste for the bizarre, I felt like my inclusion in the TV Burp writing staff resulted in some inspired bits of wacky off-the-wall silliness. Thank you very much Brian for starting me off on a journey I didn't think would be possible, a journey of discovering new worlds, making new friends, and getting into the TV industry as a whole. Thank you. Yep, it's my great pleasure. And since then, he's written great upcoming episodes of the UK's top children's programmes from today, like Pippa Hoy and Sooty. Good on you, and may the future be full of great moments for your script writing experience, as well as making us laugh in general. And that means, it's the end of the tribute video. Thank you all so much for sending such great tribute messages for the show I used to work on, and somehow rumoring my death, which would likely never happen. But anyway, there will be more great programs and videos on the way, so stay subscribed for more nostalgia, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio.